Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It has been many months since I've made a video. It's almost been 2 months. Last time I checked it was like 3 weeks and I was like, dang, I really need to make a video. I waited a bit too long. And I apologize guys. Thank you for continuing my channel growth. I get like 10 new subscribers a day, which is kind of crazy. Anyways, let's get started. So the first thing I gotta do is turn on Emmy's light. That's a necessity. It's just gotta happen. Good morning. Look at her, she's so pretty. Look at her, she's so pretty. Okay, and then we gotta go turn on Pedro's. Good morning, Pedro, good morning. Now we gotta see if Kai dumped over his water bowl or not, because that's a thing. Oh look, no water. Barely even damp. Where's Kai at? Oh, where's Kai at? Whoa, why is the ground moving? What? There he is. He sleeps underneath this now. He's been doing this for a couple weeks and I honestly can't figure out why. The heating pad is underneath, the same heating pad is underneath this whole area. I think he's ready to eat, but I'm not feeding him today. The heating pad is underneath this whole area, meaning he could sleep underneath that rock over there, or that hide, and be just fine. But no, Kai decides to sleep right there. So I guess we gotta fill his stuff up. But I'm out of water, so we gotta go do that too. But that means now I gotta put Kai back up. Just put the lid on top. Okay, let's go get some water. I have retrieved some water. I also ran into my dogs along the way. Okay, so Kai's due for a good misting anyways. So we're just gonna kind of move him. I think he's ready to eat though. He's not too mad at me though. Hey baby. Hi. Okay, so now let's clean out his water bowl. I really wish he would stop going underneath it, but I guess it's out of my control. Okay, so let's get some water in here. Miss a little bit, that's quite alright. He's got a little water bowl. Then we'll go ahead and mist. Oh, where, Kai, what do you do? Come on, little guy. I don't like picking up like this, you know that. Okay, now he's gonna be confused why his ground's so wet. But that's quite alright. Okay, so now, put this back on. Check on the worms. Oh, this is my favorite part of the day. For some reason, this is so fun to do. So, these worms look like they're unpupating for some reason. This is what they turn into before they pupate. They turn into these little seed shapes where they're basically just dormant. After they turn into those shapes, and give them a few days, then they'll turn into these little bitty pupa. And then over time, they'll turn into beetles. I'm not really sure why this beetle is so much larger than this, but I also haven't checked into it. So for all I know, this beetle could be just a female and this one could be a male, and they're just different. There's also a couple more back there. And down here we have another one that was just pupating last night, but it kind of like broke free, so I just didn't want to do it. This beetle again always turns over, so I'll just go ahead and get him flipped back. Okay, now I check on Emmy's humidity and make sure everything's alright, which it is not, and her cage is dirty as well. Great. Give it a nice good spray down. Okay, so now that Pedro's nice and warmed up and stuff, I turn on his other light. This light's basically just for the plants. I didn't think this plant would survive at first, because at first it was doing really bad. Like, it went from a nice big aloe vera plant to dead really quick. Like every leaf kind of looked like this, but then it started to kind of like break off into sections. Like there's more over here, more right there. That's due to Pedro walking across it and stuff and not caring about it as much as I do, but it's fine. I love him so much. Okay, and now we open up my dirty superworm container. Hello guys. I told you that I would be doing superworms. I wasn't lying. I got these about a month and a half ago, I'd say. They're starting to get a little bit hungry, so we're gonna have to do some, or thirsty. You can tell because they're all up on the surface. They're just looking for stuff to eat or drink. More like, I need to get these out because they'll like eat them. As far as I know, it's not toxic for them, but they definitely shouldn't be eating it. It's also starting to smell in here, so getting away any like excess, whatever this was at one point, it's probably good. So let's get this cleaned out and feed them. Okay, so basically I just gave them this bag full of unripe watermelon, and then give them about 10 minutes and they will be all over this. I got like 1,000 of them when I did get them, but I think there's probably only a couple hundred left, maybe a little bit more. They're pretty big. You can tell though, they're already starting to swarm it, so yeah, I'll update you in a minute. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes and the worms are starting to come onto the watermelon. This is perfect because, you know, they need their liquids in them. Pretty sure Emmy is hungry. Pedro might not be, considering he had a very large meal last night, but this looks pretty good. So there's a lot of ways to do this whole calciuming worms, but the best way to do it, in my opinion, is just drop some worms into there, kind of put them, make sure there's enough calcium in there, just shake them around a little bit. And that dusts them perfectly. So now I'm just going to give them one by one to Emmy, and if she doesn't eat them, she just hooted at me. That's something that chameleons do. I can't explain why, but yeah. I'll record her eating a few, and then we'll move on to Pedro. Oh, no, don't miss it, don't miss it. Okay, I didn't miss it. That was really close. Oh no, I think I dropped a super worm on my bed there. I did. Well, that's Emmy eating for you. I really don't think Pedro will eat just because he ate such a large meal last night, but we will see. Hi, buddy. So I got a few in my hand. He just does not seem very hungry. Okay, guys, well, Pedro decided that he wasn't hungry and he didn't want to eat, so yeah, that's where we're at. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to. Oh my god, I'm just messing this all up. And I'll see you in a couple months. Hopefully not. Bye.